Hey guys, Lefko here with part 6 of the GP2X Wiz review, and it's Christmas! Anyhow, I'm going to feature a few of your guys' requests. I didn't get very many. I did get a few, though, so we're going to feature them, and we're also going to be checking out some of the front ends and a few other apps that I missed out on. So, let's get started. Let's start out with some front ends, because, well, why not? This is a Win2X. Upon system boot, you can select your user. There's my username there. Hit your B button to log in, and I've scanned it a little bit, but it's touch sensitive. It's really cool. Hit the GP2X icon there, and you can get back to your main menu. It's your volume control, battery level, time. And there's your start menu where you can auto-scan your applications, or if you've already got them organized like I do, you can select what you want, which is really a nice setup, very similar to Windows. Let's go back to the original firmware real quick. Oh, what's that? It's different. You can skin the original firmware as well. I went with a blue theme, which has some of the Space Invaders icons, which I like the look of. They rotate a bit whenever you put your whenever you select the icon. Other than that, it's just like the other front end. Now let's check out one more. Here we go. I forget the name of this one. I'm trying to remember the name of it. GP2X. There we go. That's the name of it. This one here, it's kind of like the cross media bar on the PSP to a degree, not fully, but partially. There is another front end, which I'm not going to cover, which is almost exactly like the cross media bar on the PSP. I'm not going to cover it because I didn't care much for it. It's not my style. But on the top here, use your L and R buttons to shift between applications, emulators. Found GPE is like the scanner for it. Games and settings. Whenever I exit this, you'll notice it'll automatically back out to the Win2X front end, because that's actually my default front end. I've just got these others on here to show them. So, NES Johnny, he requested me to check out Duke Nukem a bit more. So, let's check that one out real quick. I glossed over it earlier. A lot of it because you have to configure the controls every time you start up the emulator, which is kind of frustrating. But he requested the info, so let's go into it. Let's go into Options, Keyboard Setup, move forward, hit Start, up, backward, back, turn left, left, turn right, right. Fire. There we go. Open. There we go. Run. Jump. Crouch. That should give us the basics to be able to play the game. So let's back out, go into New Game. Crank up the audio. You probably can't hear it very well. But as you can see, it runs at the same speed that the Doom, not really Doom emulator, but the Doom port plays. Everything moves nice and smooth. There we go. Because I didn't completely redo all the controls, I expect to get my rear end handed to me here. As you can see, all the flickering lighting effects work alright. All the bullets, we gotta kick them. Work that foot! Yeah, for some reason, in this port, I seem to go through the ammo really fast. Not a clue why. There we go. Come on, we all start the projector whenever we play Duke Nukem. It's kind of a rule, ain't it? Oh, the stuff that we enjoyed back in the day. Let's back out of this one. Okay, let's try back out of this one. Are you sure you want to quit? Yes. Obviously, this is a shareware version. Now, I also got another request to do Echo from a forum member over at Sega 16. So we're in Open2X. We'll go to Emulators, Pico Drive. Load new ROM. And here we have Echo. A game which I really suck at because I'm not patient enough to get into it. I've got the volume maxed out to where you can tell how the Genesis SPU sounds on here. And for some reason, I went to the password section. We don't want to go there, we want to play the game. That's right. Talk to the right dolphin here. How high in the sky can you fly? Oh, that's it. Game over. Hold on here. We've got to get way up there for the event to occur. Okay, it's not occurring, huh? So usually in the game, you like jump up and then all your dolphins get kidnapped. The marks on your head look like the stars in the sky. I guess I'm a crappy gamer. I just never got into Echo. I'm sorry. However, it is loaded up and good to go for you guys here. Yay! Back out. And actually, you can password protect that login screen too if you want, which is a nice feature. Now let's go over some ports here. Now I said I'd show off Quake, and Quake runs fine, but let's show off something even better, Quake 2. Love this game. Even if it takes a little bit to load. There we go. And here we have Bitterman. Starting out, default controls work alright. B jumps. X fires your gun. I'm having some trouble crouching. Back out. Yeah, more or less, don't hit the menu screen, otherwise you're starting a new game. Sorry. There's a little bit of choppiness in it. It don't run quite as smooth as Quake 1 does, but overall it does work. I mean, to play Quake 2 on a handheld this size is pretty stinking cool. I love how this game starts out. You've got this huge squad coming in, and you end up more or less being the only survivor. How the enemies, sometimes they'll throw out one last burst of fire before they die. I knew he was coming. I've played this enough to know that. I don't have my buttons set, so I'm not really strafing that well. There he goes with that last burst of fire I was talking about. I'll back out of here, but that's Quake 2. So you can tell this thing, when properly worked with by the guys who code these things, can play some pretty killer games. What else do we have on here that we can show off? How about XCOM? Another old favorite of mine is XCOM UFO Defense, another PC game. And the GP2X Wiz runs it quite well. At least it normally does. For some reason my key entry isn't working. I'll reboot the system real quick, but normally XCOM UFO Defense does work. I think I ran a different executable than what I normally do for it. So we will try again. I have noticed a problem with the Wiz, and this could be what just happened too. Sometimes if you run certain applications and then run another certain application, the second application will lock up the system, or parts of it won't work. I think it might have something to do with the memory in it, that maybe the program, whenever it exits out, parts of it are still in memory. I could very well be wrong on that. There we go. Now we're running. Base name. Why? There we go. Set the base right there in the middle and more or less just wait. I like to set the 1 day. UFO detected. Center on the UFO. Click on it. Cancel. The key mapping is a little different on here. Click up there to intercept. We'll intercept that UFO with the Interceptor 1, because why not? The game is overall playable, however, to me at least, the key mapping is kind of weird. Sometimes I find myself pressing different keys to try to figure out what's going on. But that's pretty well XCOM for you. And to keep this video short, we're going to go ahead and end it here. There will indeed be a part 6. We're going to be checking out more PC ports and more homebrew in part 6. So we will see you then.